You have a list. They have not shared this with me. They think it's funny. So they've been laughing about this for 2 days.
Yes.
A list of cars. You're going to have me guess. What are you going to tell me?
So I'm going to tell you the type of car, and you tell me how much over sticker they
are. You going to tell me what MSRP is?
Sure, I can do that for you.
Okay, and so we're going to go through I think you had 15, but I said we should only do 7, right? I think 15 is too much.
So I've got, we're going to do exactly 7. So the first one on here is a 2021 Mustang GT Premium. Not even the Shelby or anything like that. The list price on this beast is $41,000.
That's a fun car.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to guess they're charging 5 over.
So that would be reasonable. But we found this vehicle listed for $145,000.
What?
Marked up $100,000.
How? What state?
I don't have the state listed, but I did actually click on it. It was on...
by the way, there's real links to this, and
yes.
I don't know how long the cars will still be on the market because somebody might go pay 100 over and buy this thing.
Maybe.
But we will on YouTube. We'll put them in the description just so you guys can see. Because that's one thing we were talking about this morning is people aren't going to believe.
Yeah, so we verified this list before we talked about it.
And it's a dealer?
So it's a regular Mustang. It's not the fancy Mustang. Yeah. I thought that was fascinating. Okay, now next one. This one I expected. This is a Chevy Corvette 2022.
Okay.
MSRP $90,805.
I'm gonna say it's marked up 20 because I've seen them for 110.
Yeah, this one's going for $130,805. A markup of $40,000.
Yeah, I guess you could make the case that car is worth 140.
Yeah, I think that we'll get into this.
I think that's a different kind of buyer. I think the person buying a Mustang is more susceptible to bad decisions and economic strife than a person who can buy a Corvette most of the time. Just on average, right?
Yeah. But just if you're scoring at home, you can buy the Corvette at $40,000 over for $15,000 cheaper than that Mustang that I just talked about. That's crazy to me. So the Chevrolet at 40
have the Corvette,
hands down.
I like that Corvette.
Now this is what I would call the most interesting thing on the list. Would you believe that there's a Kia on this list?
No.
The EV6.
Oh.
List price $50,800.
Is it a car or an SUV?
I believe it's an electric car.
You didn't answer my question. Is it a car or an SUV?
Electric car.
Oh, car?
Yeah. You're just used to people not answering your questions when you ask.
I think 10. Well, I don't know. That's hard. I guess 10,000 over.
16
over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought that was really interesting.
Not as unreasonable as the Mustang.
Yeah. So this one is really interesting for a couple of reasons. So the next is the Bronco, full-size Bronco.
The new one?
The new one, yep. 42 grand is the MSRP on this bad boy.
I've seen those over for 20.
Okay.
So I would say, I'm guessing because it's on your list, I'm going to say 30.
44. So
it's 80 something.
86,000. So then I did something that was really interesting. So I went on KBB and looked to see what the actual trade-in value was on this thing. So on the MSRP of $42,000, what do you think the KBB trade-in value is on this particular one?
Well, on that one, I'm gonna think that it's higher than retail. So I'm gonna say it's 50.
70.
Really?
So I thought that was really interesting because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, these people are in big trouble on that.
Can you imagine trying to run Kelley Blue Book or any of those right now? You almost have to update them. You would have to update it weekly. It just doesn't even make sense.
You update it with your dartboard because I don't think that anyone understands what the value
it's really whatever they'll pay.
Yep. So I thought that was an interesting one. Then this also was interesting. Toyota Tundra on the list. I wouldn't expect that as a super high demand car. List price 49.
Toyota, I think Toyota's having production issues.
Yeah, 49,509 is MSRP. What do you think about that bad boy?
10?
30.
Really?
$30,000 over. Yeah, you can buy that for $79,000 if you'd like.
Will people pay that?
I don't know. It's still for sale. So now I am at the shocker of the list.
More than the 100,000?
Yeah. So this is a Hummer, a new Hummer, which is the electric Hummer. The list price, $110,000.
110,000.
This is going to blow you away.
Well, I think because that one is just coming out or whatever. Is it 100 grand?
No, that would be cheap.
What?
The markup over MSRP, $229,000. You can buy that Hummer for $339,000.
That's nuts.
I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it.
Okay, so
So we've got one more, which I thought also was an interesting one. The RAV4 Prime, MSRP $49,659, marked up 40 grand. Well, I didn't let you guess, but the reason
what is Kelly Blue Book on that?
Great question. The Kelly Blue Book on that one is 45. So MSRP 49, marked up 40. Kelly Blue Book is 45.
Yeah. So think about this, everybody, when you're kind of processing this. That what probably is going to happen, right? I don't have a crystal ball, and I'm not doom and gloom, but our economy is going to slow down. As our economy is slowing down in the next year, manufacturers are going to figure out their production, and the production is going to come back to a degree. Now, some manufacturers have a different strategy. Some manufacturers are saying we like having more demand than we have supply.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we know manufacturers are greedy. We know a lot of, especially the American ones, have union contracts to fulfill. They're going to want to do volume. I would assume the Japanese brands are going to want to do volume also, but it's an assumption.
In their game.
But
yeah.
the volume is going to come back. Thanks so much for watching this clip of Service Driving Revolution. We're uploading new stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, call 8333-ASK-SDR and we'll answer your question on the show. That's 8333-ASK-SDR. For special deals on our books and training, head over to offers.chriscollinsinc.com. Now that's offers.chriscollinsinc.com. I'm Chris Collins, and I'll see you in the next video.